floor and said, well, whatever you want, Anthony. And my dad just said, listen. Most uncomfortable moment of my life was when my dad gave me the sex talk. Oh, God. The old man was into some really crazy shit.
Vegas a day early to do some media, and I went to see the show called Love. It's also at the Mirage, Beatles Circus LA show, fantastic fucking show. And so I was talking about my wife and I live in Atlanta and Hollywood, and we were out in California. I said, I'm leaving today.
Alexa.
At 3:30.
Volume 8.
I like it a lot. Half the Fortune 500 companies in America have let go of their private jets. Not Ron White Inc. I'm flying that son of a bitch straight into bankruptcy. I guarantee you one day I'll be living in a double wide trailer with shag carpet, and I'll have a jet with weeds growing through it. I'll be in the front seat going, push me around, son. And I don't come from money. I come from the opposite of money. I come from no money. 10 years ago, I lived in a camper in my friend's backyard. He didn't even know I was there. It wasn't even a nice camper. It was like a homemade pop-up camper. It was like somebody had duct taped the tent to a golf cart. I had a 20-inch Coleman television. I had to pump it up during commercials. You couldn't watch porn on it because nobody's that coordinated. I was broke. I owed the IRS a bunch of money because I don't understand how that works. Confusing. When I started doing stand-up, they said that made me an independent contractor, and they said I needed to augment every 25 years. My brain won't wrap itself around shit that complicated. My brain does this. That's it. I have attention deficit disorder and learning disabilities. I don't have high school development. I'm smart. You can't prove it on paper. I do have a GED, and if you don't know what GED stands for, you probably got one too. Anyway, I told my wife, I said I'm leaving today at 3:30 to go to Vegas. My wife's a singer-songwriter, composer, Margaret name, brilliantly talented. And she says, well, I'm working with a guitar player in the studio till 5 o'clock. You can't wait till 5:30 so I can fly with you. And I said, can you be there at 5:30? And she said, yes, which I knew was a lie. She was the biggest liar in my life. When it comes to how long it's going to take her to get somewhere, I hear her on the phone all the time just lying through her teeth. We're 2 exits away. Traffic's really heavy. We should be there in 15 minutes. But you're in the fucking bathtub. We wouldn't be there in 15 minutes if we were where you said we were. But I told her, I said, you get there at 5:30, you can fly with me. But let me tell you something, sugar tits, at 5:31, I am wheeled up and I am fucking gone. I said that. Not very loud. But I said it. 5:31 gets there. Is she there?
No.
No. Do I leave? No. 6:01 gets there. Is she there? No. Do I leave? No. Why? Because this dick won't suck itself. That's right. It won't.
It won't.
I've asked it to many, many times. In fact, the other day I sat my dick down, I looked him straight in the eye, and I said, listen, I know I've drug you into some pretty muddy shit in the last 35 years. I need you to get past that, learn how to suck yourself so I can grow a spine and get on with my goddamn life. It went in one ear and out the other. My dick has ears. It has an eye, and it has 2 ears, and a double chin. Mr. Potato Dick. The cutest thing you ever saw. I got little outfits to put on. One of them's a raincoat. Not a condom, a raincoat. A little yellow slicker with that hat. Looks like that fish and chips dude. It's the exact same size as the one on the bottom. That's just an interesting fact. What is it, Ron? An interesting fact.
Hey listener, did you know that you can find all of Amazon customers' most loved finds in one place? Our customer favorites in fashion, beauty, and home all have thousands of 4-star and 5-star reviews from shoppers like you. Save time searching for that perfect sweater or kitchen gadget and start shopping our curated page today. Just open your Amazon app and enter Customers Most Loved in the search bar or visit Amazon.com/Customers Most Loved.
To show you how easy it is to file a claim with Geico, we hired a soap opera star.
Gracious me, my car has storm damage and I had to file a claim. Could it possibly get worse? Will my claims team leave me for someone else? Someone less intense?
No. Actually, when you file a claim with Geico, you get your own dedicated claims team who promises to stay with you throughout the process.
Oh, I've never known such loyalty. I can't wait for the second season.
Geico, great service without all the drama.
Why is it illegal? Pharmaceutical companies are the big one. They don't want you to have weed, because if you had weed, you wouldn't need to buy a lot of their shit. If you had weed, you wouldn't need sleeping pills. Smoke pot, jerk off, and try to stay awake. Seriously. If you can smoke pot, jerk off, and stay awake, you should be a Navy SEAL. Should be fighting for freedom. Me, I have a goal when I smoke pot and jerk off. It's to stay awake long enough to remember to let go of my dick. I never got there yet. I got close a couple times. I'm like, tonight's the night. Wake up later. Oh, man. Fuck. That's the feeling every... It's always like, okay. You know, you have this thing in the back of your head, like, I thought I was done with that. I thought it was over. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, right. It's never like, yeah, do that shit, son. You know, it's always like, ugh. It gets more embarrassing as you get older, too. I'm a grown man now. I'm an adult. I have children. I have a wife. So I have to lock the door when I beat off. It's the only time I ever lock the door, so I always get busted. Why's this door locked? First of all, I'm a bad actor already. But if you thought I sucked on Zookeeper, you should see how bad I am when I get caught with a locked door. Because, why is this door locked? What? The fucking door's locked? And if she looks like she's going to ask me a question, I just run. Trying to find the guy who locked the door. I'll be right back. Sad knowing that you're going to do it again. I'm never going to fucking rise above. But it's only sad because I live with a wife and kids. If I was alone, I wouldn't give a fuck about jerking off. It'd be fine and dandy. That's why hotel rooms are amazing for men. That's the only time a man can truly jerk off in peace. You know where, there's the door, there's the bed, there's nothing else here. All right. We're good. So when a man jerks off in a hotel room, he has two options, two things to consider. Clean up or fuck it. And I always go with fuck it. The moment my load hits my chest, I do a quick gator roll in the sheets. I find a dry spot and I'm out. I'm often astonished at how easy it is for me to fall asleep while I'm covered in my own cum. It doesn't seem to be an issue at all. Why? Well, because it's organic, it's gluten-free, locally sourced, it's handcrafted. It's my cum. My cum doesn't bother me. Other people's cum bothers me a lot. That's what I was thinking. Like, that would be a great game show. Another guy comes on you, and you got an hour to go to sleep. If you can fall asleep in 1 hour, you win $1 billion. You know how hard it is to fall asleep if you have an hour anyway. You know, if you're like, I'm gonna go to bed right now, I go to bed right now, I get an hour sleep. Just right now, 59 minutes. Okay, right now I get 59 minutes to 58 minutes. So I go to bed right now. Can you imagine how hard it would be to fall asleep if you're strapped to a table like a mental patient and they wheel you to the center of a big basketball arena? Everybody's got balloons like you're trying to shoot a free throw, and a dude comes out who looks like Tank Abbott. He's got a giant purple dick and a on you, spitting on you. He can't come, so he starts fingering his butt. These are the kind of things I think of when they ask me to bring back Fear Factor. I go, no, but I'm on some next level shit.
Gave a commencement speech recently at a high school, and that didn't go well at all. A bunch of high school kids, parents that are proud of them, and I'm belittling the entire thing. And the administration got really upset with me. They're like, oh, we didn't know you weren't going to take it seriously. To which I replied, really? You thought this was where I was going to get serious? High school? How did you do it? No. I refuse to give that generic speech. As I look out here, I see future lawyers and doctors. I gave the real speech. There's felons here. Some of you will die in a DUI accident tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. Explain to me why a dose of reality before community college is a bad thing. Because I certainly don't need to pander to the 1%. They don't need my little pep rally. They're going to be just fine. Nobody's been a pile of shit their entire life, then turned it around because of the commencement address. Excuse me? Oh, it just clicked. So you're saying I can be anything? Oh yeah, that sounds way better than what I was gonna do. I like this guy. Don't you love it when people in school are like, I'm a bad test taker? You mean you're stupid? Oh, you struggle with that part where we find out what you know? I can totally relate. See, because I'm a brilliant painter, minus my god-awful brushstrokes. Oh, how the masterpiece is crystal up here, but once paint hits canvas, I develop Parkinson's. I apologize if there's a Parkinson's painter here this evening. I assume your best work is in the AM. Probably gets a bit abstract by noon. Hang in there, it gets worse. You ever hear this expression, the worst day of fishing is better than the best day at work? I'll call BS. I've watched The Deadliest Catch on Discovery. I've never once been at work, capsized into 40-degree water, watched all my coworkers die, and be like, hey, at least we're fucking fishing. Am I right, criminals? I mean, crew? Yeah, your valedictorian's not on that ship. Unless, of course, he just murdered his wife in Cancun. Then maybe. I don't know. Did Chris Brown beat Rihanna? Or did Rihanna get too close while Chris was dancing? I don't know. I wasn't there. What I do know from watching Chris's music videos over and over is this guy loves to jump up and do a roundhouse kick for absolutely no reason at all. Maybe he was just stomping the yard and accidentally caught some of that horrible hairdo. There's no excuse for domestic violence. It sounds like a challenge. I mean, does everything have to be so black and white in this kindergarten country of ours? There's no excuse. What if you come home from a long day at work and your wife has drowned 2 of your kids? She's about to dunk the 3rd one. Can you run over and pop her then? Unfortunately, no. There's no excuse. Gonna have to let her drown that 3rd one. What if you ask her to DVR the game, but she forgets to record the half-hour show afterwards just in case it goes into overtime? The point is there's a gray area. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure my girlfriend found mine about 2 weeks ago. I asked her to record the game on ESPN, which she did, but not ESPN HD. And then she says, well, at least you still get to watch it. Oh, yeah, no, I pay extra money so I can watch TV like poor people. I don't even feel bad for cheating on you this weekend. We have a rule in my house. If I'm ashamed, it doesn't count. You gotta plow a 4 to appreciate an 8. That's my mantra. Yeah. I'll come home from a road trip and like, you are so beautiful. She's like, oh, you must have been with a pig this weekend. I don't cheat on her. It's a joke. Don't get me wrong, I hate my girlfriend. I hate being in a relationship, but I'm faithful. That's the rule. You want your relationship to work, you have to be faithful. Tiger Woods, Jesse James, they thought they were above that simple rule. They're not. Nobody is. And you can't explain it to women either. Like, my girlfriend's like, oh my goodness, like, you really want to hook up with some skank? Whoa. It's not you versus skank, honey. It's you versus every skank. Do you see how the scale shifts in the other direction at that point? It's like she's a mighty Spartan warrior. There's all these Persian whores that will eventually kill her. She gets the message.
Then my parents come by, visit the new baby. Hey, look, the main reason that they're there is to visit and see their grandchild. That's the main reason. But they're also there to defend how they raised me. That's one of the other things on the agenda. And by the way, your parents loved you, and they completely screwed up. They loved you, they had horrible information, they did the best they could, they screwed everything up. I'm screwing everything up, I'm sure I'll find out in 40 years, but I'm reading the latest books, and I'm sure they're all wrong. I'm trying. So my mom visits, and baby needs a nap. Put the baby in her bassinet, and my mom said, oh, you put her on her back. I was like, yeah, there's a thing now. It's called back to sleep. Put them on their back. It prevents crib death. My mom said, you and your brother slept face down every night. You turned out fine. I let that go. I don't have 4 hours. Then the baby woke up. My mom said, you fed her like 2 hours ago. I was like, yes, at this stage, they need calories. They need to eat that much. They need the calories. And my mom said, you used to scream all night we didn't feed you. You turned out fine. At that point, I wanted to say, I didn't turn out fine. I'm a fat comedian with OCD. I get up in front of strangers and talk about my dick. This is not good parenting. He's like, that really? Is that what he does?
And now a game of Commercial Chicken, brought to you by Progressive, where we see how long Flo can go without talking about insurance. Ready? Go.
So the weather is just all over the place lately, right? One day it's hot, and the next day it's windy for a while. It's like, make up your mind already. Drivers who switch to Progressive can save big.
Okay, you win. We can't help but save customers money. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Is that Shakespeare?
Nope, it's Geico.
Yeah, that's Shakespeare from one of his unpublished works. Oh, it be not for awakening. Nay, giveth thou the berries.
for 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
No, it's from Geico, because they help save people money.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but Geico got it from Shakespeare.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Now, speaking of dead relatives, there are some people who not only believe that their dead parents in heaven can see them, they honestly believe that their dead parents in heaven can help them. You've heard these people, I'm sure. They honestly somehow believe that their dead parents in heaven can intercede with God on their behalf to gain favors for the living. I come from a Catholic home. I heard this shit. They sit there in the chair with the fucking rosary and they look at you like this, you know, and they say, oh, my dad was looking out for me. He was looking out. I don't know how he got me out of that jam, but he got me out. Oh, my mom was in surgery with me. I could feel her presence in there. Yeah. Fine. Like the people who die have nothing better to do than to run the heavenly branch of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Now, if people want to believe this kind of stuff, that's fine with me. Let them believe it. I don't want to disabuse anyone of their beliefs. But I have a question about this. A question that involves logic. Let's suppose it's true. Let's allow the proposition that somehow dead parents in heaven can help their living children. Fine. So, we got a family living on earth, father and mother and 4 kids, family of 6, good family, nice family, doing all the right things, having a good time, making all the right moves. And the parents go away on a weekend trip and get killed in an accident. And the children, of course, survive. So now, according to this theory, these 2 people go to heaven and they start helping their 4 living children, helping them with everything they need, helping them with their science projects, with their SAT scores, helping them get a good school and get a nice job and get a promotion and a raise and someone to marry, and they all grow up. These 4 kids now grow up and have children of their own. And let's say that all 4 of these now grown children also die at the same time. Just for the sake of argument. Let's say there's an explosion at Thanksgiving dinner. And these 4 die, but their children survive because they were seated at the children's table. So now, according to the theory, these 4 go to heaven and they start helping their living children. But what happens to the original 2? What happens to the grandparents? Do they just go off duty now? What do? Is there a retirement program up there? Are there some activities for these people? Shuffleboard, pinball, online poker? There must be something they can do. Or do they have to remain on duty indefinitely? Do they have to keep on helping their living descendants forever and ever and ever? Is that what heaven's all about, helping the living? When do you get to just lie back on a cloud and take a fucking harp lesson? You know what I mean? Because people have been dying for a long, long time. There's been a lot of dead motherfuckers. Did you know that? Yes, you knew there's a lot of dead motherfuckers. We've had 100 billion people live on this earth. That's what the experts say. 100 billion people have lived here. So let's say half of them died and went to heaven. That's 50 billion people up there. That's a pretty crowded place. It must get pretty busy and pretty hectic up there. And God must get pretty pissed off with all these favors. Yeah, I know. Spelling test Tuesday. Get the fuck out of here. What do you think? Even God can go on sensory overload. That's why he wanted 1 day off a week. Christians gave him Sunday, Jews gave him Saturday, Muslims gave him Friday. God has a 3-day weekend, which is probably just what he needs.
I do think it is incredible the way sometimes you will find yourself in those situations where you just don't know how to deal with what's happening. Where you don't even know how to deal with the information that's coming at you. I'll tell you this, okay? Recently, something happened, and it's amazing the way sometimes just a little lint ball, a little ball of lint, can turn into a clusterfuck. An entire clusterfuck, and that's not a candy bar. I'll tell you that right now. That's not a candy bar. Milk chocolatey clusterfucks don't exist. Full of peanuts and fuck. Nougaty fuck. Here's what went down, okay? I'm standing beside this guy. This entire thing starts off with a sneeze. A sneeze started this entire situation off, okay? I'm standing next to this guy. I don't know this man. I've never met him before in my life or in a past life. I can sense this. Standing next to this man, never met him before. He turns towards me and he sneezes like this. He goes, he actually did like the robot from 85. Yeah, he turns towards me and he sneezed, and there was no blockage. There was no hand or the mouth. There was no burying the arm. There was no the thing where you try to make somebody run away like you're about to turn into a werewolf. Hey, something's happening to me. Oh, nothing. No, he just cocked and Two things happened. First of all, it scared the ever-living out of me, okay? I jumped, it was very audible, very loud. But besides that, just the way the light was hitting this guy's face, debris came out. A lot of stuff, almost like when you use Windex and you put it on mist mode, you know mist mode? As opposed to, what is that other mode? Laser mode? Does anybody even use that? Is that in case you want to mount a sniper scope on your Windex and... I got to stay in about 8 clicks. I am taking the shot. Negative, I missed. I missed the target. I need one more. Got it. Let's go home, boys. I'm gonna tell you right now, please, when you use the Windex bottle, never put that shit halfway. Always make sure it's lined up. There's no joke here. Don't do that. Bad things happen to good people. I know somebody here is gonna go home tonight and go, hold on, I gotta try this shit. Hold on one second. What happens if you don't line it up? I just wanna see. Hold on. What if when you did that, a fucking ghost came out of it? He told you not to. I am Windex Tor. I will clean your soul. Okay, now at this point I'm disgusted and I'm grossed out. Okay, I'm grossed out by it. And at first I think I'm gonna go off on this guy. And then I decided, wait a second, Dane, don't do that. Take the high road, try to be polite. So I turned to him and this is what I said. I looked at him and I, God bless you. Yeah, I said it like that. I said it like that. God bless you. Which, you know, is God bless you, but it kind of sounded like cover your fucking mouth. Yeah, incognito. I turn to the guy. I say God bless you, by the way, when someone sneezes. I don't say bless you. I don't say that because I'm not the Lord.
I'm not the Lord.
I can't do that. I'm just a messenger for big guns upstairs, you know what I'm saying? And I never go with Gesundheit. I don't know who even says that. If I say Gesundheit, I feel like I'm honoring Hitler. Like I should be like, Gesundheit! I end up on the History Channel because the guy sneezed. God bless you. This is what the guy comes back with, okay? Here's where it starts to get out of control. Guy looks at me and very condescending, he goes, yeah, I'm an atheist. Yeah, what a jerk, right? I'm trying to be polite. I don't know you're an atheist, right? And even if I did, what am I supposed to say when an atheist sneezes? When you die, nothing happens. So now, oh man, now I start getting into like a religious debate with this guy. And it is awful, okay? He's questioning my beliefs. He goes, well, what about you? What did you grow up? I said, well, I was raised Catholic. And peace be with you. And also with you. Lift up your hearts. As I'm telling him about my religious background, he's laughing at me. He is laughing at me. He's giggling. He's like, "Do you believe this? This is what..." Now, for his own entertainment, he says to me, "Let me ask you this: what do you believe happens to you after you die?" And I said, "Okay, well, hopefully I live a good life, and my soul goes to heaven." And when I get there, all my ancestors will be waiting for me like it's an airport. Hey, what's up? Guess who's dead, sucker? Come here. Come here, float over here. Check this out.
Float over here. Check this out.
I'm telling him this. He's laughing even more. He's so condescending. He's so snarky with his fucking attitude. Yeah, snarky. It's a word. Google that shit. It exists. I'm not kidding. Snarky. Great word. Google magic, my friends. And just in case you're wondering, I do keep my keyboard right at my lips. I know you see this happening. You're like, man, that's awfully close to your face. Oh, I know. That's because for the space bar, I kiss. That saves time. To whom it may concern. And I kiss. Unless it's an aggressive letter, and then I headbutt. I headbutt the space bar. I have a pad on there. How dare you? How dare all of you? So he's laughing at my beliefs, and finally I just snap back. What about you? Okay, what about you? All right? What happens to you? You're an atheist. What does that mean? What happens to you after you die? Now he gets very serious, like he's going to school me, okay? He looks, he goes, oh, I can tell you, young man, I can tell you. I know what's going to happen to me after I die. After I pass on, my body will become one with this earth. From there, I will become a fertilizer for this planet. And with that, I will return as a huge, beautiful tree. That's what this guy believes. He's laughing at me. He's gonna come back as a fucking ficus. And yeah. Johnny Weeping Willow over here. I wanted to slam this guy so bad for this, right? But then I stopped. You guys. Please hear me out. I let it sink in, and I want you to as well. I hope when he dies, he does become a tree. I hope he's in the middle of the wilderness, and he's doing his tree thing, whatever it is trees do. I know they do a lot of work with breezes. And wouldn't it be fantastic if while he was out there just enjoying his treeness, through the woods, a huge sweaty guy with an axe comes along, sees him, chops him down, smash, put a chain around him, drag him through the mud and the muck, throw him into a sawmill, grind him up. Then you pound him down into paper. Once he's paper, you print the Bible on him.
Skip all the songs you don't. With Amazon Music Unlimited, get 70 million songs and unlimited skips on your Echo device. New subscribers get 30 days free. Renews automatically for only $3.99 per month. Cancel anytime. Just ask Alexa. Try Amazon Music Unlimited.
You're listening to free streaming on Amazon Music, including the Rap Rotation playlist, the home for the best hip-hop and heavy rotation, fresh every week. Listen now in the Amazon Music app, or just ask Alexa, play Rap Rotation.
I threw money in the trash. I don't know how old you have to be to have Alzheimer's. I threw money in the garbage. That one creeped me out. I was driving, and I wanted a snack. I wanted pistachio nuts. Already an old person snack. Senior citizens, they love shelled nuts. It's one of the last things that's going to put up a fight. Put 'em up, protein. Yeah. That's
That's why I like them too. Pistachios. That's the closest I've ever come to hand-to-hand combat. Is the 2 seconds it takes for each pistachio nut. Each one gets its own scenario. Tell me where she is. I fight each one. Where's the briefcase, Mendoza? I just get at them. Especially the ones that are closed all the way up. Oh, those sinister fuckers, the arrogant ones. They rely on your own laziness for their survival. Like you don't have the time for us, Kyle. Just push us aside. They're like the smarmy criminals. Like you're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get the secrets out of me. I get those guys first. I line them up on my dashboard. I hit them with the back of my phone. That's what I do. I can do that because I got insurance on my phone, because that's what you do when you're older. You get insurance for your temporary electronics. That's all it is. You got disposable income. How much? $8 a month? Awesome. That just turned this into a hammer. Boom. Smash a smash a smash. Use my phone. I stir soup with it. I don't care. New one every month. Keep them little Chinese hands busy. Let's go for it. That was it. I was walking out of the gas station. I had pistachio nuts in one hand. Change! Pistachio nuts in the other hand. I walked by a garbage can. All of a sudden in my head, I just have a thought, because sometimes you put stuff in those. Before the thought is complete, I've already released the contents of my right hand. It was that easy. Just a Jedi mind trick on myself. Just hypnotized, gripped myself right there. Sometimes you put stuff, sometimes I put stuff in these. And I just stood there. You ever do something so dumb, you just stand there? So you know it's dumb, but it didn't even compute. It's like, what'd you do? Look at what you just did. What'd you do? This is why you find your car keys in the freezer sometimes, Kyle. Shit like this. Analyze what happened. Because I heard it hit, too. I knew it was a change, and it wasn't even like, I'm going to go get it. I don't have a choice. Because it wasn't even pennies or nickels. It was quarters. It was laundry money. I need that. That's my science money. I got to go make more shirt meteorites. But I realized I can't even go get it because the guy from the gas station's been staring at me this whole time because he has no idea what he's seeing. First off, I'm the youngest guy to ever buy dusty pistachio nuts from him. And then also whisper to the package, you're going down. And now he sees me walk out and throw money in the garbage like I'm some sort of weird, eccentric debutante. Like I'm some sort of millionaire who lives on a mansion on a hill, but I still get all my meals at the AM/PM station twice a day. Like I just come down in a top hat and tails. Like, oh no, only folding money for me, my good man. I throw my coins into the rubbish barrel. That's where the peasants will be trolling for scraps anyway. It's actually quite charitable on my part. It certainly is. Ta-ta! It's either that. Thank you. It's either that or I'm somebody who's never been fully explained the concept of wishing wells to. Because the idea of them got me so excited I could only sit through half the lesson, you know? Like I never got the end of the fairy tale. It was always like, first you want to get some coins, like, I have so many coins! Then you want to put a wish on those coins. My head, it's still a wish. And then you want to take those wished upon coins, you want to throw them into a very specific, I can't even wait any longer. And I've just been spending the rest of my life just running around like, I wish no babies go hungry today. Poof, 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 in the garbage. You're welcome, babies. Peace on earth. Like,
One of my favorite things, man. I love that. I love midgets. Oh, God. I love every midget I've ever met. I think they're the coolest people in the world. Oh, my God. I love their big midget heads. I like their little midget arms. I just want to tickle them every time I see them. I love them. I like that big midget ass they be having, that big midget ass. They sit down and they get taller, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, baby. Standing up, 3'3", sitting down, 3'7". Love me a midget ass. They're good people too, y'all. They put up with a lot of crap. It's a tall world, you know? They smell farts all day long. That can't be easy. Can you imagine walking through cloud after cloud of that, man? They're awesome, though. I got protested by some midgets, though. They didn't like to be called midgets. They want to be called little people. Okay, I got two problems with that. Number one, it's not specific enough. If I say midget, y'all instantly know what the hell I'm talking about, right? There's no gray area. There's no, I don't know. If I say little people, you don't know if it's a midget, or a kid, or a Filipino, you know? I think the grown-ass men and women, they just stop growing. Because they're not sitting at the little people table at Grandmama's house at Thanksgiving. You know that card table with the one jacked up leg we all had to sit on when we was kids? Sitting on a damn piano bitch eating off Chinette? No, they're at the big wood table, ain't you? Now somebody get him a phone book, get your little midget ass up in that chair. And by the way, if y'all ever have a midget over for Thanksgiving, don't ask them to pass nothing, that's just rude. Come on, what's he got, about a 9-inch reach? Come on, y'all. Get up and get your own free corn, you lazy bastard. They told me that I should call him a dwarf. A damn dwarf. That's a magical, mythical creature. That ain't even real. A damn dwarf. Maybe I'm old school. I say you're not a dwarf unless you're in the direct possession of a battle axe. That's how I roll. Okay? No battle axe, no dwarf. What the hell took it? I don't believe it. You're just a midget with an attitude. Get this though. They told me the word midget to them was as offensive as the word nigger was. The N-word. I'm like, are you crazy? First of all, there wasn't 400 years of slavery of midgets, okay? We weren't stealing them from the island of Lilliput or Oompa Loompa. You know? Right? We weren't. We weren't stealing them so they could come over here and pick cotton on their tippy toes. Nobody knows how many farts I smell. And for those y'all who didn't really understand how great a joke that last joke was, you have to remember cotton's a very short plant. Thus the humor when I'm reaching up on my tippy toes. I know, I'm gonna get protested for this too. Because midgets are mad and headed up to here with that crap.
Don't touch the remote control either. Your dad freaks out, doesn't he? Do not, I repeat, do not touch that goddamn remote. You're gonna screw that whole thing up. I got it just the way I want it. First of all, could it be a little bit bigger? Here it is like this, right here. This is the remote. You want to watch something? I'll show you how to turn on the TV. You press power, TV, cable, TV, power, auxiliary, power, cable, TV, power. You press power, then you put the secret code in. Press select. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
The problem with people that are homophobic is that you don't want to ever be labeled homophobic, so you let gay people say some ridiculous shit and not call them on it. And that's not good for gay people. Okay, everybody should be called on their bullshit. Because when we say ridiculous shit, someone's supposed to go, bitch, what? And if no one says bitch, what, when you say ridiculous shit, you're hanging around with the wrong group of people. It's important, because sometimes gay people say silly shit too. People don't like to call him on it, like Morrissey. You know who Morrissey is? He's the lead singer of the Smiths, brilliant musician, beautiful voice, but he's a silly bitch. And he's doing this interview. He's gay and he's a vegan, so you know he's got the best sense of humor. Oh, all those gay vegans, they let it all roll off their back. They're interviewing him. him. They interviewed him, and he's in this article, he's talking about war. He's like, war is a heterosexual invention. If men were gay, there'd be no war. And I'm looking at my computer going, he's right. Because if all men were gay, there'd be no people. What the fuck did you just say? Do you know how they make people? It doesn't come from men making out listening to depressing music, all right? Look, Fred, that's not right. You can't just say that, first of all, because it's not historically accurate. Because some of the greatest warriors throughout history have been gay as fuck, all right? The Spartans were gay as fuck. They'd go campaigning and come back shaved and oily. The Greeks were so gay, the mere mention of the word Greek automatically connects you to anal sex. Right? In your head, you think, yeah, that's right. Alexander the Great, gay as fuck. Julius Caesar, gay as fuck. Hitler, vegetarian. Basically the same shit in my book. Look, gay people say silly shit. That's all I'm saying. They certainly shouldn't be judged. They certainly shouldn't be marginalized. But you can't let them get goofy. I mean, this is on stage only. I have like arguments with gay people, but in real life, I'm pretty passive about stuff. But I did get in one minor disagreement with a lesbian once. But when I tell you the story, it's gonna make sense. It wasn't her fault. It wasn't my fault. Everyone involved was drunk. It was late. And she was making out with her girlfriend and doing one of those weird taunting things that people sometimes do when they get drunk. They just forget, like, yeah, woo, look at us, oh yeah. And she was more of like the Fred Flintstone looking lesbian. And her girlfriend was more of a Betty Rubble type, more slender, and she's doing a lot of hair pulling. They're kissing each other, and she's like kissing her girlfriend, and yeah, taunting us. And then finally she goes, sorry boys, she only likes girls. My dick's always hard. We're just looking at each other, so I go, what's your secret? You know, when someone says something like that, maybe they know some things you know. I go, your dick's always hard? She goes, it's a strap-on. And I go, having a strap-on and thinking it's a dick is like having a lighter and thinking you're a dragon. That might be the dumbest thing anybody's ever said in that spot. That's ridiculous. It's not a dick, it's rubber. You don't feel it. It's black, you're white. It doesn't make babies. It's attached to a tool belt. You want me to keep going? You know, if I put a quarter in my butt, it doesn't make it a bank. This is crazy. You don't even know how to use that thing. No, unless you're doing a lot of steroids and deadlifts, where are you getting the lower back muscles to give someone a proper fucking? You're not. You're not! She doesn't know. Why does she not know? Probably because nobody called her on her bullshit. She probably doesn't have a lot of straight friends. My dick's always hard. Oh, bitch, please. Stop. Someone needs to tell her, that way she wouldn't do it again. That's what life's about. You say ridiculous shit, people laugh at it, and you go, oh, I'm fucking ridiculous. And then you grow. You grow and you learn. She didn't get the opportunity. Why? Because men and lesbians never hang out. They don't. Women and gay men hang out all the time. Like, my wife has gay friends. She pals around with gay dudes and sends back pictures from gay clubs. She sent me back a picture the other day of these two dudes belt looping. You know what belt looping is? That's when guys are rubbing cock, and they grab belt loops so they can rub cock harder. And these guys are all sleek and six-packy, and they're kissing each other like this. And my wife stands in front of them and goes like this. And I'm at home, my phone buzzes, and I go, ah! I start sobbing in place. My kids are trying to grab the phone. No, fuck you. No, you're not old enough to look at that yet. But is there a double standard in my house? Yes, of course there is. Yeah, do you think I could go out gallivanting with topless lesbian pals while they made out behind me and I send home pictures like this? That's the creepiest face you can make while still smiling, right? No, it's like, that's, can't do that. That's not, no. There's a double standard. Double standards are there for a fucking reason, okay? There's a gang of them, and they should be there. I hate when people try to use everyone's equal. Should be equal standards for everyone. Bullshit, okay? You can't have men with topless lesbians. Why? Because they'll jerk off. They'll pull their dick out. A guy wouldn't even realize his dick was out until he was getting arrested. He'd be like, oh, shit, no. I thought I was just thinking it. I didn't even... Oh, my God. Oh, my God, my life is over. Women are allowed to be around gay men. Why? Because they believe in them. Women believe in gay men. If a woman sees two guys making out, she goes, oh, those are gay men. A man sees two women making out, he goes, oh, I know they think they're gay. But what's really going on is I ain't just got a piece of this sweet dick yet. Yeah, it's just not the same. You show me a woman who likes watching guys fuck, and I'll show you a crazy bitch that's gonna burn your house down. Right? That's not something a gal looks forward to accidentally seeing. You know, if a woman gets the wrong hotel key and she opens it up and two men are in there having sex, that's like being on The Walking Dead and you turn a corner and you catch a zombie in the middle of eating a corpse. And the zombie has to decide whether or not to keep eating that or chase you. You wouldn't like rationalize, oh, they only like men, I'm in no danger. You get the fuck out of there as quick as you could. With men, it's a completely different scenario. If a guy gets the wrong hotel key and he opens it up and there's two lesbians in there, that's like opening up your back door and finding a deer in your yard. You know those amazing, unexpected moments when you open that door, like... and just try to stay so still. And just hope they don't look over. And if they do look over, you go, it's okay. It's okay. I'm your friend. I'm your friend. Smell my hand.
Turn off the ads and turn up the music. With Amazon Music Unlimited, enjoy ad-free listening of 70 million songs in your Apple device. New subscribers get 30 days free. Renew automatically for only $3.99 per month. Cancel anytime. Just ask Alexa. Try Amazon Music Unlimited.
Don't leave free streaming music at home. Just download the Amazon Music app to listen on your favorite devices anywhere you go. Go to your app store and search Amazon Music to get started.
I like digital cameras because they enable you to reminisce immediately. Just like, look at us. We were so young. Standing right there, wow. Where does the minute go? I was on the train and I heard this guy say to his friend, man, I'm really good at checkers. Which is the same as saying, man, I'm not good at a lot of things. I suck at everything except checkers. King me, dog.
King me, dog.
From checkers I learned that a king is when there's a guy who looks exactly like another guy right on top of him. But life taught me that that's a queen. I think the worst time to have a heart attack is during a game of charades. Especially if your teammates are bad guessers. The only time worse would be during a game of fake heart attack. Followed by naps. I went into a shoe store and I said, hey, can I get those in a 10? The guy said, sure, and he went in the back. And a couple minutes later he came out and he goes, I don't have a 10, I have a 9. Great. Because while you were in the back, my toes were severed off. Normally it would be retarded for you to say a number different than what we agreed on. But given my very recent accident, you're right on. Congratulations, you're rehired. I think vests are all about protection. Like the life vest protects you from drowning. And the bulletproof vest protects you from getting shot. And the sweater vest protects you from pretty girls. Leave me alone, can't you see I'm cold just right here? There's a narrow cold front sweeping through Chicago. Dress appropriately. With these giant fat arms and a skinny torso, what should I wear? I heard this lady say, I love kids. That's nice. It's kind of weird, though. It's like saying, I like people for a little while. How old are you? 14? Piss off. This is a 13 and under liking. It's weird. You can say, I like kids or I love kids as a general statement. It's when you get specific that you get into trouble. I love 12-year-olds. No, dude, you gotta be general, man. Swimming is a confusing sport. Sometimes you do it for fun, but then other times you do it to not die. And when I'm swimming, sometimes I don't know which one it is. I have to go by the outfit. Pants. Uh-oh. Bathing suit. Okay. Naked. We'll see. It's like waking up in the morning. You have to check your outfit to make sure it's cool. You know what I mean? Like, if I wake up with pajamas on, I'm like, all right, I planned this. If you wake up and you're naked, you gotta, like, check your surroundings. Okay, I'm naked. She's pretty cute. What's he doing here? I think drowning would be a horrible experience. But I bet a little less horrible if right before that you're really thirsty. It's like, oh man, I can use a drink. I'm good. That's too much. That's why when I'm on a boat, I bring a life jacket, but I also bring a bag of potato chips. I'm like, we're going down? Give me those chips. I'm going out quenched. I don't like thank you cards because I don't know what else to say. What do I put on the inside? Man. Seafront. I just think they're very redundant. It's like, thank you, you open it, thank you. Tell me something I don't know. Thank you, I fear dolphins. This game is great, Paul. Interesting. And dolphins can be aggressive swimmers. You can say thanks and you can say thanks a million, but any number in between, Hey man, thanks 256. What? Yeah, you gave me a ride. That's not worth $1 million. You know what? 255 for questioning me. Keep it up, stupid. We're headed for thanks 0.
Thanks 0.
And that's no thanks. I just found something in my hair. It's never a good thing. It's never gonna be like a treat.
Only on 18 left. Alright.
I think I'm getting good at saving a situation in which I would appear like a dork I just twisted at the last second.
We almost.
Like I went to call my friend, I said, hello, is Chris there? The lady said, you have the wrong number. I said, no. I'm trying to avoid him.
don't know how to start shows. It's just a problem that I have.
I never figured out how to come out and just start talking, because the first thing you say on stage always feels stupid, because there's no real reason for me to talk to you. It just doesn't exist. I don't know you. You don't even know each other. You're facing the same direction. That's all you have in common. So I just have to. Bleh. It's like talking to a girl at a bar because you're attracted to her. The first thing you say is just going to be dog shit coming out of your mouth. Because you don't know her. The only honest thing that you could say to her is, I want to fuck your face. That's the only thing you could say. Anything else you say is you trying really hard not to say, I want to fuck your face. That's the only thing I want to put my penis in the lowest hole in your head. I was never good at that. Like, I was very bad at being single, which is a problem because I'm divorced, so I'm single again after 10 years of marriage. And no, here, cut the shit. Don't even start with that noise like a puppy died. Let me tell you something. And this is important because someday one of your friends is going to get divorced. It's going to happen. And they're going to tell you, don't go, oh, I'm sorry. That's a stupid thing to say. It really is. First of all, you're making them feel bad for being really happy, which isn't fair. And second, let me explain something. Divorce is always good news. I know that sounds weird, but it's true because no good marriage has ever ended in divorce. It's really that simple. That's never happened. That would be sad. If two people were married and they were really happy and they just had a great thing and then they got divorced, that would be really sad. But that has happened 0 times. Literally 0. Ray Charles has killed more Jews than happy marriages have ended in divorce. So if your friend got divorced, it means things were bad, and now they're better. They're not good. Life is shit wall to wall, but they're better. So you should be happy. But the part that's difficult is being single at 41 after 10 years of marriage and 2 kids. That's like having a bunch of money in the currency of a country that doesn't exist anymore. Like I found 500 million Prussian francs. I can't really take advantage of being single because I didn't expect to be single. I'm not prepared. I didn't think I'd ever be. I didn't keep this shit up. You understand? I didn't maintain any of this at presentation condition. It's function only. It was not. I didn't think I would need it that way. I thought I was going to be shoving it into the same person every 3 months till one of us died. What I thought was the nature of the deployment for this. I didn't think it had to be like appealing to someone from scratch. It's like having a 73 Dodge Dart in your backyard. And it's been sitting back there with grass growing. You don't have any, it's not an old Mustang. You have no plans to restore that Dart. You don't even see it when you look out the window. And now you find out that's your only way to work. You need that car now. And you're like, oh shit, it's got bees in it. I didn't take care of it. It's full of bees. There's a family of mice living in the tailpipe. I can't take that to work. I have no single instincts. I know too much to be single. I know everything that happens now. That's no good for single. You gotta be optimistic to be single. Stupid. You have to be stupid. That's what optimistic means, you know. It means stupid. An optimist, somebody goes, hey, maybe something nice will happen. Why the fuck would anything nice ever happen? What are you, stupid? But that's the attitude you have to be single. You have to look at somebody and go, ooh, maybe. I don't look at it that way. Even when I see somebody I'm attracted to. I was at a gym the other day. Why? I'm at a gym. I'm just wearing shorts. That's all I'm doing there. Just standing there. And I look over and there's a girl on the, with a ponytail, and she's on this thing. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, she's awesome. But then I start thinking, wait a minute, I'm single. I'm on the market. I have value. I could say something to her. I could just walk up and say something. And I'm trying to think, what am I going to say? What do I look like to somebody like that? And then I realized it's been way too long. I've just been standing there staring at her. I have no identity in the single world. I look at them, I don't know what they're doing. I tried just jerking off to Girls Gone Wild the other day, just to re-enter the community that way, just to feel part of it. And I bought it, not the commercial on Comedy Central. I paid money like a grown-up. I put my credit card down and waited for it to come to my house. I'm an adult. So I'm trying to jerk off to Girls Gone Wild. I can't do it because I'm a father. I'm too old. I'm just getting mad at everybody in the video. Like, if you fucking irresponsible bitches go back to school, what are you doing down there? There's 2 wars and a depression. Get the oil off your tits and study, for fuck's sake.
You're listening to free streaming on Amazon Music, including the Rap Rotation playlist, the home for the best hip-hop and heavy rotation, fresh every week. Listen now in the Amazon Music app, or just ask Alexa, play Rap Rotation.
Hey listener, did you know that you can find all of Amazon customers' most loved finds in one place? Our customer favorites in fashion, beauty, and home all have thousands of 4-star and 5-star reviews from shoppers like you. Save time searching for that perfect sweater or kitchen gadget and start shopping our curated page today. Just open your Amazon app and enter Customers Most Loved in the search bar, or visit Amazon.com/Customers Most Loved.
I'm a straight man. I'm one of those straight guys. Some exceptions. I am completely gay for Ryan Gosling. That's true. Behold the correct response. In fact, any man not clapping and applauding, at least in his heart, is a goddamn liar. And I want to hit you in the face with an antique fan from the Orient until you admit it. You don't have to be gay to know that that is a gorgeous, sexy beast, and he's everything that we want to be. I am gay for Gosling. That's right. I don't want to fuck him. That's not enough. That's just a little piece of the inside of him. I want to go all the way up in there and wear him like a puppet. Do you see it? I want to be Ryan Gosling. I'm getting orders from Ryan Gosling. I saw the movie Drive, changed my life. It's true. I saw it, I left the theater, I was like, oh, that's what I'll do to be cool. I just won't talk. I've done it. It totally works. I've been on a date and the girl's talking, I don't know what to say. Do what Goss would do, man. Shut your mouth, chew on a toothpick, don't say shit. It works. And by works, I mean we're in a non-sexual relationship where I'm helping her raise her son. And also won't be a Buster Papa Pawn show. I think it'll be okay. Straight men are the most easily offendable group, my group. It's fun to fuck with them. It's fun to mess with us guys. I love playing the price game with my friends. You ever do that? It's where you talk to your friend, you're like, alright, I know, you're straight. You are a straight man. I believe you. You check the box marked straight. You are straight. Got it. $10 million. You go down on a dude? I family-friendly or open-minded the guy is, it's always the same. It's like, what? No! No way, bro! No way! 20 million? Barf! Barfcity.org, bro! I'm logging on! $100 billion a week for the rest of your life. Not even considering it, bro! Seriously? How many Tahitian islands and polar bear butlers do you need to forget 15 minutes on a lonely Thursday? You'll move on! Do you know how much straight shit I've done? I've forgotten with 2 glasses of Chardonnay and a Xanax. You'll erase the memory. You can even make it mythical. Like, dude, your mom is dying. We'll cure her if you do it. No way, bro. Ma didn't raise no homo. Just an irrational monster that won't save her. You kill a guy for $1 million? I kill a guy for 200 cash. Stab him in the neck, watch life leave his face, but not make him feel pretty good. Listen to me carefully, Austin. I'm straight. That means I don't want to blow a dude, but it doesn't freak me out. Penises don't freak me out. I'm attached to a penis. What do you think, I'm in the shower like, la da 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 da? La da 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 da. It's back! I give a man a hand job most days. Me! I know the warm, familiar grip of a penis, you guys. I could figure it out. I'd be freestyling, but I'd get the job done. Next thing you know, my mother's got everlasting life, and I'm doing backflips into gold coins ducktail style. I'm so full of Mai Tais, I have no idea how I got there. 4 million. Are you kidding me? In a briefcase I could handcuff to my wrist? Yeah. 4 million. Let's do this. You're fucking right. $4 million. Yes. Ryan Gosling, $50 in a ride home. That's all. And I give him the $50, like, thank you very much. Big fan. Where do you live?
I always eat the local specialty because I'm a pig. I did this big tour of the southern states, and I'll tell you something, people in the South are nicer. They are. Even when they're rude, they're nice in the South. They're like, y'all can go to hell. Well, thank you. You too. People in the South are nicer, but they're slower, right? And I don't mean intelligence-wise. They just move slower. It's like, hey, your house is on fire. All right. I'll get that. First I need to drink me some sweet tea. Good Lord, the old Dad Pesky house of mine. And I figured it out. It's the biscuits and gravy. Everyone in the South moves like they just had 2 helpings. Like, oh, second helping. This is a 9-year-old now pretending to be. In the South, they're eating biscuits and gravy for breakfast. They're not coming home drunk late at night like, they're waking up and they're like, time for cement. Lunch, chicken and waffles. The South will know because they don't have the energy. Because most of their dishes involve paper mache. They're essentially eating piñatas down there. That's why they talk that way. Because after you eat biscuits and gravy, you can't be expected to say you and all. Good biscuits and gravy, y'all. I'm surprised they even say biscuits and gravy. Y'all. And I'll tell you something, those biscuits and gravy are amazing. I had biscuits and gravy for breakfast for 9 days straight. I still haven't gone to the bathroom. That tour was 27 years ago. I love Southern food. Chicken and waffles, fried chicken, and waffles. Why? What should we serve with the fried chicken? French fries? No, something elegant. want breakfast and diabetes. So I'll have a chicken and waffles and a shake. Of course, you can't talk about Southern food without bringing up grits, right? Grits, it's like someone was like, hey, if you love the taste of biscuits and gravy, but without the taste of biscuits and gravy, then you'll love our man-made wet sand. I want to like grits. I do. I order them. I'm like, are these undercooked or overcooked? No wonder you came up with moonshine. Southerners are always like, y'all are eating that wrong. You gotta add a pound of cheese and a pound of sugar and 30 candy canes. That's what I love about the South. They didn't even try and hide the fact they're eating unhealthy. In a restaurant, you're like, I guess I'll order the bucket of lard and the salt stick. Y'all want that deep fried? Okay. You want us to shoot at you while you eat it? Is that extra?
I'm going to tell you a story tonight. It's a crazy story. You know, it's just one of those very rare moments in your life where in retrospect you're like, what the hell? And at the time you're like, I guess I'll continue living. I don't know. It's like if you went to the dentist and he asked you to take your pants off and you're just like, I don't know, you know, I'm going to make a note of this. This seems strange. I was always discouraged from telling personal stories growing up. I always heard the phrase, don't tell anyone. But not about creepy things. I don't want to lead you down the wrong path. My dad wasn't a dentist or whatever. It was about insignificant things, like I wouldn't make the soccer team. My father would be like, don't tell anyone. I was like, they're gonna know. When they show up to the games and I'm not on the team, and I'm crying. One time I confronted my dad about this, which is tough with my dad because he's a very serious guy. He's a doctor. He's a neurologist, actually. And he always sits in this one armchair in our house and reads these thick books. My dad goes through war novels like I go through boxes of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Quickly and aggressively. Passionately, and he's just the kind of guy who knows stuff, which is intimidating for someone like me who knows nothing. Because my fear when speaking with someone who knows stuff is that it'll reveal and accentuate that I know nothing. And obviously, I don't know nothing. You know, no one knows nothing. It's just the levels of things we know are very different. You know, my dad knows about the hemispheres of the brain. And I know that if I spill Diet Coke on my laptop, it probably won't start again, you know? And that's why my dad was so disappointed that I became a comedian. You know, he worked his whole life to send me to college so I would learn stuff. And I didn't. And I got a job making fun of him in front of strangers. Plan kind of backfired. One time I built up the courage to ask him, I say, hey, how can you play everything so close to the vest? And my father says, the more people know about you, the more they can use it against you. Which really sent shivers down my spine. It has that kind of open-ended fear to it. You know that feeling you have when you're driving and you see a cop and you're not speeding, you don't have drugs, but you're just like, I hope he doesn't notice I'm driving. Ten and two, sitting upright, you know. Well, as guarded as my father, as my mother is open. I mean, she'll say anything to anyone in any context. I was visiting them recently, and I met her at the bank, and she'd been talking to the bank teller for 15 minutes about really personal stuff, and I walked in right at the end, and all I heard her say was, and here he is now! And I was like, oh, no! asked her. She's a talker, and I love talking to my mom. You know, we'll talk on the phone for 15 minutes or 2 hours, but at the end of it, no matter what, she'll always say one more thing. But it's rarely anything that deserves to be one more thing. It's always like one more thing. Ellen from my swim class bought a rice cooker. I don't know if that deserves to be one more thing, Mom. And long
Pause. Oh, okay. What's happening, bro? How long you been standing out there? Oh, okay. I'm all like doing this thing, going live.
Let's see him go. Good.
No, sit down. That's cool. Oh yeah, I was just nobody not even watching me. I'm just recording. I got like 3 more laps to go. Then we can work out. Alexa, play.
You save up 17 of those, we'll give you a conversation.
Alexa, volume 5.
I'm a talker. That's why we always drove my dad crazy. Whenever we would tell personal stories growing up, my father would say, hush. I'll give you an example. I was a terrible reader as a kid. We used to do these things in grade school in Massachusetts called SRAs. You guys have that? The student reading assignments? Yeah, and what they would do is they would post how many everyone had done on the wall, which is a really good way to squash a child's self-esteem. I remember there was this girl in my class named Jamie Burson, and she finished 147 of these things before I finished 2. And I distinctly remember thinking, I think I might be retarded. And then I looked at the wall, and I was like, oh yeah, I am. And in retrospect, it seemed so obvious that I just had some kind of ADD. I remember reading these books as a kid, you know, there were 4 rabbits. Mopsy, Flopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. And I was thinking, if you're going to name your rabbit Mopsy, you're really going to name the second one Flopsy? You want everyone to hate you? And Peter's the only one who made it out okay in the naming process. He's like an investment banker now. He's like, I do not know those other rabbits. And they're like, aren't you Peter Rabbit? He's like, no, I'm Peter Lippins. And he's tucking his ears into a baseball cap. Anyway, while I was thinking about all that, the other kid read the book. So I had some kind of issue, and I remember one night I said to my dad at the dinner table, I said, I think I might be retarded, and my father said, hush. Which is one way to address a problem. That's what he always said whenever we told uncomfortable stories, and so I developed this habit of telling comfortable stories. So here goes.
And now a game of Commercial Chicken, brought to you by Progressive, where we see how long Flo can go without talking about insurance. Ready? Go.
So lately, right? One day it's hot, the next day it's windy for a while. It's like, make up your mind already. Time for some switch to Progressive this evening.
Ahead of the second place.
We can't help but save customers money. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates.
Good afternoon. Would you like to try a free sample of our double fudge brownie? Oh, sure. That's very good. I'll just take one more, just to be sure. Yep, still very good.
Some things never change, like never being able to take just one free sample. And Geico saving folks lots of money on their car insurance.
Is that macadamia nut I taste? Take one more, sir.
I thought so. 15 minutes could save you 15% on.
When President Obama was elected, I'll never forget the next day, everyone said the following: I can't believe this could possibly have ever happened in my lifetime. Which made me wonder, who voted for it? Now, people were truly overwhelmed by his election. And that didn't seem to me to be an improvement over...
That's dope how the Ruby mirrors the middle of the screen.
I don't know if you've noticed, looking in the mirror at itself. Why would I be excited that a Democrat won? Seriously, over the past 8 years, the Democrats shit. Basically, the last 8 years, I feel the Republicans stood around farting, and the Democrats went, ooh, let me smell it. I find it astonishing that anyone is still a loyal Democrat or a loyal Republican. What are you facing yourself? How is it possible